AOI TODO is a very unique person with an extremely eccentric attitude. He can come off as nothing more than a battle-crazed meathead to all his peers because not only does he enjoy posing and showing off his muscles but revels in the thrill of battle as well. Much of his personality also revolves around his very vocal love for his favorite tall pop idol Takada-chan. He'll often bring her up in conversation and refuses to be late to any of her shows or meet and greets no matter what. TODO even visualizes talking to Takada sometimes when he has an inner dialogue with himself. As a child, TODO was exceptionally strong, but he felt his life was mundane due to his overwhelming strength. That all changed when he met Yuki Tsukumo, and he fondly remembers the feeling of his boredom turning upside down. Yuki introduced herself to him by asking, "What kind of girls do you like?" a catchphrase that TODO would adopt for himself. TODO hates being bored more than anything else. He asks people what kind of girls do they like so he can get a read on them, and his reaction to their replies can vary greatly. When Megumi gave a response to this question that TODO deemed as boring, he beat the first year to a pulp. TODO was especially irritated in this case because Yuta Okatsu, a worthy opponent, wouldn't be attending TODO's last Goodwill event, so he felt it would be uneventful. He also doesn't like any of his peers at Kyoto Jujutsu High because he's disappointed in their terrible taste in women. During the planning stage for Goodwill event, TODO took absolutely zero interest in exorcising Sukuna's vessel and told his team and principal Gakaganji that their schemes were stupid and he'd kill them if they tried to order him around again. Yuji revealed that he has the same taste in women that TODO does, causing TODO's response to be drastically different from his reaction to Megumi. A memory of an event that never even occurred populated TODO's head, which he honestly believed to be the truth. The memory was of Yuji comforting TODO after he was rejected by Takada. From that moment on in TODO's mind, he's always been best friends with Yuji and believes no one could beat them in their hometown. Even after coming back to reality, TODO shed tears and told Yuji they're best friends, confusing the first year. While mentoring Yuji during the Goodwill event, TODO showed a much more intelligent and even philosophical side of himself. TODO found much enjoyment in fighting with Yuji and took pride in helping foster his potential. He showed Yuji how to properly channel his cursed energy by effectively explaining how it's supposed to flow. TODO understands most people think of their body in disproportionate parts, but that every individual actually exists in the world with their entire mind, body, and soul, something most people take for granted. This philosophy is what triggered Yuji to step up his level of jujitsu considerably, eventually even learning to unleash Black Flash. TODO is supremely confident in himself and revels in heated combat even when the situation is extremely dangerous. He made light of his own achievements during the night parade of 100 demons, revealing to Megumi he only needed his curse technique to defeat a special grade. Despite undoubtedly possessing more cursed energy than TODO, Hanami was wary of him before they ever exchanged blows just based on his intense presence and supreme confidence. TODO's peers recognize that he's the most powerful out of all of them, but they don't get along at all and everyone finds him irritating. In the baseball game, it was made abundantly clear that TODO is seriously hated by all the other students. Maki hit him in the face with the baseball and everyone other than Yuji praised her for the nice pitch. In a situation as dire as the Shibuya incident, TODO was able to maintain a completely serious composure and intelligently assess what his best course of action was. Once he noticed the prison realm was already moved, TODO immediately moved on and prioritized rescuing his allies over rescuing Satoru Gojo. He was confident that his brother, Yuji, would be in the center of the chaos and went to go find him. By the time TODO found him, Yuji's body and mind were both battered and beaten by Mahito. Upon rescuing Yuji, TODO confidently stated that they were the exception to the rule that the prosperous must decline. Despite Yuji's condition, TODO encouraged him to get back up because their fight had just begun. Yuji explained to TODO that he couldn't fight anymore because he couldn't forgive himself for allowing his allies to die. TODO told him not to constrain himself to conventional thinking because all of their allies together are jujitsu sorcerers. He believes as long as one of them lives to fight, those who have fallen will never have been truly defeated. To TODO, it's not about punishments because jujitsu sorcerers can't afford to limit themselves to such misfortune. He knows that looking back on the memories of friends who've died can be disheartening, but even so he encouraged Yuji to try and remember what his friends entrusted him. TODO didn't require Yuji to figure it out right away but told him to never stop pushing forward until he finds that answer. TODO believes that this is the only punishment sorcerers must endure. Overall skill level, Aoi is an exceptionally powerful sorcerer, undoubtedly one of Jujutsu High's strongest students. He obtained the rank of a Grade 1 Jujutsu sorcerer as a student despite coming from a non-sorcerer family. Aoi single-handedly defeated 5 Grade 1 cursed spirits and 1 special grade during the night parade of 100 demons in Kyoto, having only used his curse technique to defeat the special grade. This feat became well known around the jujutsu community and caused the rumor that Aoi defeated all 6 curses without his curse technique. Aoi possesses physical strength that surpasses Maki and Panda's, rivaling Yuji's prowess. Using brute force and fierce martial arts, Aoi was able to easily overwhelm Megumi as well as pummel Yuji in the early stages of their bout. Even after beginning to guide Yuji on how to become stronger, Aoi maintained the upper hand while fighting due to his experience and cleverness. Aoi and Yuji turned out to be a good match, and Aoi showcased his intelligence and knowledge surrounding jujutsu sorcery and battles. Aoi's understanding of cursed energy allowed him to teach Yuji how to properly use it alongside his superhuman speed and strength. While fighting alongside Yuji, Aoi was very nearly able to defeat Hanami, one of the most powerful special grade cursed spirits to have appeared. During the heat of battle against Hanami, Aoi was able to analyze all their moves and instantly create ways to counter them using his own curse technique. Hanami initially analyzed Aoi to be weaker than them, but the careful planning and precise teamwork with Yuji allowed Aoi to dominate the fight. Master hand-to-hand combatant, Aoi prefers close-quarters combat to anything else, normally relying on brute force to overpower his opponents rather than jujutsu. He completely outclassed Megumi when trading blows, easily able to outmaneuver and brutalize the first year at every turn. Even against Yuji, who's extremely talented in hand-to-hand fight, Aoi was able to effortlessly overpower at the start of their fight. Even as the fight went on and Yuji began to adapt to Aoi's moves, he was still able to surprise Yuji and stay one step ahead thanks to his combat experience. He generally employs a mix of direct and crushing blows such as punches, forearm smashes, stomps, and other brutal strikes. This type of fighting was effective against Hanami, mainly while being used alongside his curse technique. Enhanced strength, against most opponents, Aoi is more than capable of relying on raw physicality to win fights. A single strike against Megumi was able to send him reeling back several meters. His fighting style includes a barrage of powerful blows, stomps, and suplexes in quick succession. A cursed energy-infused strike from Aoi is capable of obliterating a lower-grade curse completely while still damaging Yuji, his intended target, before the curse suddenly inhibited his punch. Alongside Yuji's enhanced punches, Aoi was able to hit Hanami's guard hard enough for the special grade to acknowledge the weight of the hit. Combined with his curse technique, Aoi's strength becomes even more difficult to deal with. It allows him to exploit openings in his opponent's defense, which allows him to land lethal strikes using his physical strength. Using Boogie Woogie to switch out his partner for a special grade curse tool, Aoi delivered a strike so powerful it shattered Hanami's weak point, the branches growing out of their face, in a single blow. A hit so strong, Aoi believed it should have ended the fight altogether. The cursed tool, Playful Cloud, relies on the strength of its user, further cementing Aoi's near-superhuman levels of physical power. Enhanced speed. To match his incredible strength, Aoi possesses extreme speed. He incorporates his frightening speed in his fighting style by continuously striking with quick succession before his opponents can react. He blitzed clean through Megumi's every defense in their fight and landed blow after blow to overpower him. At the very beginning of the Goodwill event, it took Aoi just a few seconds to reach the opposing team. He was even able to surprise Yuji with his speed and momentarily overpower him with sheer physical prowess. Aoi's speed also allows him to move unpredictably when utilizing his curse technique, as shown while fighting Hanami. Great tactical intellect. Aoi's oafish demeanor fools most people, but he's actually incredibly intelligent, claiming to have an IQ of 530,000. Using his own experience and vast understanding of jujutsu, he was able to transform Yuji from a subpar jujutsu sorcerer to a fighter capable of taking on special grade cursed spirits. Aoi even has a deeper philosophical side that was able to help Yuji grasp the understanding of jujutsu. Additionally, his thinking speed is unmatched, able to review Hanami's entire move set within just 0.01 seconds and accurately determine the correct way to defend against his attacks. Cursed energy manipulation. Aoi understands the essence of cursed energy and possesses masterful control over it. He understands the nature of how to make cursed energy flow throughout his entire body, allowing him to freely manipulate it as a part of his close combat arsenal. Cursed energy reinforcement. Aoi has a good understanding of how to utilize cursed energy. He is able to reinforce his punches enough to obliterate curses in a single punch and can infuse his energy into cursed tools. For defense, Aoi can also apply a coating of cursed energy to his body to protect himself from attacks. Black Flash. a phenomenon that creates a spatial distortion when a user connects an impact of cursed energy within 0.000001 seconds of a physical hit, causing cursed energy to flash black, creating a more potent attack to the power of 2.5 of a normal hit. AOI first used Black Flash when him and Yuji fought Mahito during the Shibuya incident. Currently, he has performed it once. AOI's rankings in the popularity polls are as follows. AOI ranked 8th in the first popularity poll with 7,791 votes. AOI ranked 14th in the second popularity poll with 1,024 votes. AOI ranked 20th in the third popularity poll with 290 votes. AOI's surname has the kanji for east and hall, while his given name means hollyhock, altha, hibiscus, scarlet rosemallow. His curse technique is named boogie woogie, a type of blues music strongly associated with dancing. Akutami likens AOI to a highly skilled gorilla, as he became a grade 1 sorcerer as a student despite being from a non-sorcerer family. AOI takes his appearance very seriously. He makes sure to shower, put on deodorant, and be well-groomed. He always smells nice, which infuriates the girls at the Kyoto school. AOI wants to marry Takada immediately, so he's not a fan of the rule that bans idols from dating. According to Jujutsu Kaisen official fanbook. Enrollment method, scouted. His hobby is watching Takada. Favorite food, skirt steak. Least favorite food, none. Cause of stress, boredom. And that's all for the video. Give it a like, subscribe. See you next time.